Hello everyone, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you number 225 of the Catechism with respect to the integrity and dignity of a person. And now, there are so many ways I could connect this video. One way, from a social work perspective, where I'm going for school, for my degree, it's like, okay, the dignity and worth of a person as we understand it is really looking at the importance of that person's value and trying to uphold it, and trying to help them recognize it, and to recognize that from our perspective, they are part of a community that works together in the same moment. And so if I recognize that as a professional, okay, how do I not put pressure on my client or person to where they think, oh, man, I'm just the client, I need help, I must be in trouble if I'm talking to you, I must be a very poor person if I have gone through all these situations, I need help. A wise professional, a wise counselor, a good person must understand you listen to that other person, you set aside the ego, you set aside the title, you set aside what you've accomplished, talk with that person in the moment, let go of the assumptions that you have about yourself, be with that person in the moment and see where that takes you. But before I go further, let me share with you number 225 so I could drive that topic just a little further as well. So 225 of the Catechism states the following: it means knowing the unity and true dignity of all men. Everyone is made in the image and likeness of God. And so that is so true, but it's a harsh truth for some people because they think, wow, do I really have to love my enemy? Do I really have to love the person who really backstabbed me, who left me behind, who changed numbers, who went on a secret date with another person, who went on another affair, etc.? How can I be a friend with that person if they really cheated behind my back? Or how can I be such a loving, kind person to myself? How can I forgive myself for the things I've done? I don't recognize my dignity anymore. I don't recognize my true value. And that is a word we call, in the Catholic perspective, despair. And despair is a very terrible situation to live in because it's hard to come out of that. You see yourself in a moment of, okay, I just don't like my life anymore. I don't like where I've been, where I'm going. I don't like what I'm doing with everything in my life. And if I'm not happy, why should I love and value what I'm doing? It's just going to be a waste of time. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Despair is so evil. And that is what the devil always wants you to fall into the trap of, to give up, to not give any more effort, to just settle for what is less, and to go even worse than what's less, to destroy other people and take them along with you. And despair is a terrible mindset. And so in this sense, yeah, from a religious perspective, you want to avoid despair. Now from a practical example, from a practical perspective of, okay, if you're not religious, going into social work, counseling, etc., you want to think of it practically. You're thinking, okay, how am I going to help my teammate step up? How am I going to help my teammate make it to the plate so that way they're able to swing their bat and hit the ball and be ready to hit the home run when we know he can do it, she can do it? The thing is, you got to be a motivator in some respect for that other person to recognize, wow, I cannot force you to become a hero, but at least I can remind you that you are the hero in this moment. You have the ability, the opportunity, the skill set, the chance to make a difference for somebody, for the team. Believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself, ma'am. You can do it. You can do it. Just don't give up on yourself. And you think, wow, we can really make a difference for somebody in our lives when we see the value of a person. And now for our enemies, for those who are really holding the bat in their hand, that are starting to whack other people, that are really being aggressive, then we think of criminals. We think of all those people on the extreme side. Okay, what do? Do we go into rehab? Do we have the death penalty? These are some big questions, tough decisions to make. For some people it'll be easy, for some maybe not so. And you're thinking, what can we do in the moment with what our system is trying to do for people in the incarceration system? And now, those are bigger questions. Maybe that's another video worth another day. And so one thing I'll share with you is, okay, from a religious perspective, you pray for the heart of that person to be changed, to find love, so that way they're alive and can find peace again. But then for those who are running the system, that they run so with an opportunity for them to give that person a chance to grow. But then again, right, this is a whole other video for another topic, so maybe that's one I'll do later on. But the point of this one is to recognize the integrity of a person. So pray for that person to find peace, forgive your enemy, and you can have a distance, you can have a boundary with another person. That's healthy. Yes, it's healthy, and if people don't like you or I because of something we did, respect that. They put a boundary on you, so you can put the boundary back to them, and then go your own way, and then find peace in your life again, and put yourself in a better situation to redeem yourself. So don't give up. You and I can find that second chance and opportunity to make the most of what we got with what we got in our skills, learn from our mistakes, and with those, love the next person with all the ability that we got. Give them the best, because we've learned from the previous one that we did not do so well. We were withholding something, so let's give back to those who really need our help. All right, everyone, hope this one finds you well with 225 of the Catechism. Don't give up. I'm going to help other clients today. My school is about to come to a close here for the year as far as my internship, so things are going well. And the other thing is, life is good, so don't give up on yourself. Look for how you can apply yourself in different parts of your life with opportunities and build your skill set. And always remember, you and I can motivate other people when they're in the dumps. Talk with them and see where it takes you. All right, everyone, hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.